soñé. No sé si esta obsesión me hará bien. Yo quisiera olvidar que perdí la oportunidad de hacerte feliz. Y no quiero alejarme de ti. Y no quiero alejarme de ti. Recorriendo mi camino paré. En tus labios un amor encontré. En tus ojos una historia soñé. No sé si esta obsesión me hará bien. Yo quisiera olvidar que perdí la oportunidad de hacerte feliz. Y no quiero alejarme de ti. Y no quiero alejarme de ti. Tú me dijiste que tu corazón no está herido, pero el mío hace tiempo que ya está partido. Es lo que siento y no te miento. Te grito al viento mi secreto y lamento. Tanta pena que no siento ya movimiento de tu cuerpo y el consuelo de tus sentimientos. Te fuiste sin decir adiós y me robaste tu corazón. Alejarme de ti. Recorriendo mi camino paré. En tus labios un amor encontré. En tus ojos una historia soñé. No sé si esta obsesión me hará bien. Yo quisiera olvidar que perdí la oportunidad de hacerte feliz. Y no quiero alejarme de ti. Y no quiero alejarme de ti.
Okay. Everybody hear me now? Seems to be defaulting to different device every time. Anyway, so everybody was having some technical difficulties. Let's call it that. Being disconnected, etc. So they restarted the whole lobby and did a manual grid as per qualifying. So let's see. What's an early night, Amy? You can go to bed at 11, no problems. Should be done before then. Okay, so hopefully the guys load quickly because they were having some connection issues. They have set all conditions exactly the same as previously. Okay, Mandy, let me see if I can take up of it. Is that better? Hear me better now? We have most of them returned. 16 drivers, I think. So it's a pretty full grid this evening, and luckily, and we're still in testing phases. So for testing 16 on the grid is not bad. Sorry, every time I want to do a setting, it will minimize the game on my side, which means black screen on your side. And we're off. Ryan. There we go. That's much smoother. Way less lagging. Formation lap going. Racing. Brian out in front with Chooks second. Jakes. D2 returning after being in hospital. Brut, Keycracker, Cooper, Rhino, Kazi, Griever, Taser, Osman, Black, Doctor Who, Joshua, and new driver Noah. Noah, that's probably that looks like a nickname that Aiden thought of. Better known as Little Barry. If I've got it correctly, we're still going to be racing a 50% race. We'll see now when everybody gets back to the grid. You can see there are lots of turns in this. That's why the guys didn't really want to do a wet race. And tires. Got some only one black starting on the hards. So he's going for a long haul on the start, so the other guys can do their extra pit, etc. But if I've got it correctly, you can do a medium soft as well. But we'll have to see. You can see there in the third sector where they are now, that's quite a difficult, especially for the guys racing on keyboard. That's a difficult one because you have to permanently click to stay on the track. Somebody fell behind, and two so far DQ'd. Parking. Go. Okay. That's so. See the guys warming up, and there we're off. Brian stays in front. Duke second. No real big changes. You can see, ooh, big change. Biggest change there is Cooper dropped 5 positions. The rest pretty much the same. Clean start. Usually it's that first corner where the guys bunch up. No damage this far. That's a good clean start. Usually it's that first half when everybody's still a bit bunched up that the accidents happen because the guys test brake and all that. Guys don't give enough space for the corners. Oh, and we've got bucket covers, auto covers. Of course, one of the new sponsors joining us for a chat. Little gap starting to show. Oh, what I wanted to say earlier, except for your usuals, there's a 1:15, 1:06 starting. Of course, that's first lap. That's no real indication, because they started from a dead stop. This one should drop. The next lap should drop to your 109s, 108s. Chooks not letting Brian run away, staying under around 0.2 behind Brian. Of course, no DRS yet, because that all that has to charge. Oh, for those watching, call it. What's going to be the 1, 2, 3s? Sorry, I keep on starting the sentence. What's going to be the 1, 2, 3s? Amy and Mandy not allowed to say Brian number 1. How's that? Duke's going past. Almost taking outside line. And Chooks getting inside line for the next quarter. Chooks and Brian fighting around those S-bends. Now there's a trio fight going between the two teammates, Brian and Jakes, and Chooks. But Brut getting in on the action, so that's 4 people fighting for number 1 now. And D just buying his time. Let's hop on with another driver. Go for Chooks. See how close those drivers are. That's the top 6 right behind each other. A very close race so far this evening. It's just started. We're only on lap 4:36, but it's a very, very close race. These are usually better races than those runaway victories that they sometimes get. Chooks staying in front, but Brian, of course, not letting it go. The two teammates, Brian and Jakes, see them in the blue cars. They chasing very closely. D2 just buying his time. D2 very unpredictable, very aggressive driver, but not really a chaser. He's more out in front. But we'll see now. Maybe they gave him the good meds in hospital and he's flying around the track. See some skidding going. His tires are going to wear very quickly. No degradation. Taser has so far climbed 4 positions, and Griever dropped 4 positions since the start of the race. Jukes, ouch, that's going to hurt. 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. It's probably corner cutting. Some drifting going on from Jukes. And there you can see everybody on the mediums except for 4. It's on softs, and 1 black that opted to start on hard. So he's probably going to go most of the race with those hards and then try and do a sprint finish. Switch to softs. We'll have to just wait and see. So far, Joshua One Stop probably had a little damage on his car. That he went to go have a wing replaced on the front or something like that. The ladies are very quiet this evening. Mandy, maybe you run out of alcohol or something. Okay, we still got some small gaps. The top 5 total about a second difference from 1 to 5. That's a good close race. Anybody screws up a little bit and he's going to lose a few spots. Rasta taking back 3rd position from Brett. And ooh, there's somebody spun off. Fastest lap so far, D2 with a 1:10.583. Of course, that always, you'll see that always starts climbing, or the time starts dropping closer to the end of the race for a simple reason. In the old days, they used to refuel with pit stops as well. These days, no longer. Whatever they start with fuel, they need to finish the race. And Geekracker getting a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's going to hurt. At the moment, it's Chooks with a 3-second in 1st position. We've seen that many times where even a little 3-second can drop you a position or 2 at the end of the race. He'll probably serve that. He will serve that with his first pit stop. But it's still, that 3 seconds does not sound like a lot, but that's a lot. It could cost you a position or 2. And Mandy says she's dealing with Brian. I mean, cranky toddler. Sounds like pretty much the same thing. So D2 also slowly climbing, sitting in 4th position. If you ladies or viewers wanna see a specific driver, just let me know. See the last 3 already on their first stops. Let's hop on board with Brian and switch it to a driver's view. There you go, Amy Mandy. Your favorite. See what he does. His car is skidding all over the place. All depends on setup. One little mistake from these Let's call it 5. No, top 4. It'll cost you a position or two. One little slide, mishap, whatever. But all these drivers are good enough to be right up number 1. Cooper was having a good week so far, but he seemed to have dropped to 7th position. D2 used that and passed to 3rd position. He's chasing hard. He wants pole position. Brian running very wide. Oh, Black getting a DNF. And they're getting a virtual safety car. Of course, that means everybody has to slow down to 40% speed. That's unfortunate this early for Black. Virtual safety car out. So much easier having a dialogue than monologue on this. Having a good old chat with Mr. Clinton. Unfortunately, he had some family responsibilities. And Brian losing another spot after that virtual safety car's gone. We spotted Bruit. So let's see how that goes. Brian is going to chase hard. He's not going to let Bruit steal his position. He seems to be losing a little bit of time. Maybe just his setup. D2 now just behind Jake's. But there was a nice gap opened up between Chooks in number 1 and Jake's number 2. There's a 2-second gap. Brian having a lot of, sounds like a lot of wheel lockup. That's going to degrade those tires very, very quickly. Let's hop on board with the hospital case himself, Mr. Day, D2. See if he can catch up. But Jake's now making up time to Chooks, and D2 losing a little bit of time to Jake's. But as you can see there, one corner and he caught up. Top 5 still very close together. Taser, huge gap to number 6, 9-second, and continuing to lose time. Seems like this top 5 just have the right setup for themselves, and it's not the same kind of setup. As I said previously, some of these guys you get 2 friends. For instance, D2 and Griever. If Griever uses D2 setup, that's everything from wheel camber, tire pressure, all kinds of little things that they can set. If D2 uses Griever setup, his cars lose on the road. If Griever uses D2 setup, his cars lose on the road. So it's driving style. It's all up to driving style. And some of these guys will get their setups from professional EA players and so on, and then still, even though it comes from a professional player, they will still fine tweak it for their own specific driving style. Some guys like coming into the corner very fast and exiting a bit slow. Other guys like slowing down just before the corner, so they get more time to speed out of the corner. That's all kinds of how you drive. Then you get crazy people like Clinton that I don't think his car's got brakes. He just races around the track. Top 5 very, very close together. Top on board with some of the drivers are a little bit further back. Let's see. Let's hop on board with Cooper. Of course, that huge gap from Cooper in 6th position to Brian in number 5. And there we go. Dukes Oh, Chooks going into the pits. That's why he's losing so many positions. And that puts Jakes in first. D2 just 0.3 behind him in second position. Chooks just serving that 3 second. Let's hop on board. It looks like D2 is ready to take pole. Just not able. He's probably buying his time. At this moment, they are running. There you go. Some switch to the hards. So they switched to the hards this early, and D2 taking first. Oh, because Jakes went into the pits. D2's going to go, I think he's going to try and outrun, make up some space so he can go into the pits as well. Was running those mediums, I would say probably up to around 20 laps or so. You see those guys are so close together that how far Jakes drops from for a pit stop. It's all the way down to 7th already. Reaver taking 9 from Taser on the medium tires. No more soft tires on the track. It's almost a 50-50. See, 9 mediums and 7 hards. Oh, sorry, except for the last one. The stops, you can see there, the top 5 still need to go in for a pit stop. And they have to do at least one pit stop, and they have to use it to at least 2 different compounds. D2 running a little wide. Back Brut took first position from him. These two have raced in previous leagues with other leagues as well, so they know each other's driving style. To not letting it go. He's gonna just buy his time for maybe a DRS zone coming up soon. See there on the little mini map around 3rd. You can see it's starting all the way to pit, but there's that little corner, slow corner, little misleading corner there. Okay, penalties being so far. The Geek Rack is still sitting with a 10-second because of the speeding in the pit lane. Others 3 seconds, so not really a lot of penalties. As many as expected this evening. D2 staying on Brut's heels. New fastest time from Chooks, a 1:10.375. He's chasing to get back to pole position. And here you can see, of course, Chooks already had his stop. He might even finish on this, and those top 3 still have to do a pit stop. But he is roughly 14.5 seconds behind leader. So either the top 2 goes in, they'll come out behind Chooks. And mediums will last. But look at the percentages. I would call it maybe around 20 laps. I could be wrong. I haven't seen the guys racing really this track, but I would say going on averages maybe around 18 to 20 laps running the mediums. but there's already been some guys that switched over. The Chooks putting up a new fast timer, 1:10.239. Some of the guys switched over to hard, so they'll maybe even finish on those hards. Because there you can see Brett and D2 16 laps on those mediums. Same with Cooper and Rhino, 16 laps on medium tires. So they should go in, I would say, next 4 or 5 laps. But then you get guys like D2. He's quite easy going on tires. His tires don't degrade that quickly. So it all, again, back to driving style. But we are in lap 17 of 36 on Brazil. Stands look a bit, oh, those stands look a bit more of, there's a bit more people there. There's other stands that just now look pretty empty in the game. Brian taking 5th position from Jakes. Jake's almost losing another one. Oh, Jake's taking back from Brian. The two teammates fighting for position. They seem to have settled it now. It's good that two teammates are pushing each other like that. And top. See, number 3, Chooks. Ooh, Taser getting a 3-second for multiple warnings. Chooks chasing those top 2 now and slowly closing the gap, even though he's running on hards and they on mediums. He seems to be closing the gap. That's driving style. A lot of people would say the medium tires are supposed to be faster than the hards. Chooks seems to be doing very well in those hards, catching up to those guys. And both Brit and D2 will need to bit soon, because again, you don't really want to leave the pit stop till too late, because you still need to make up the time that you lost during the pit stop. There you can see Brian and Jakes. Brian passing Jakes again. 5th position. Those two teammates are helping each other along while having some good clean competition. And they're swapping again. Jake's out in front. So far we have lost 2 drivers. 2 DNFs. Didn't see a yellow safety car for the second one, so maybe it was a quit. Never know. Guys rage quit a lot. And Jenny calling for Mr. D, D2, Cooper and Griever. Griever seems to be struggling out in 9th position. But we still have D2 all the way in 2nd position. Wonder when he's going to come in for a pit stop. Might want to push his tires as trying to push his tires as fast as possible, so he can switch over to soft tires. Let's see if we can get another driver. Sorry about this. The screen's going to go black for a second. There we go.
I'm back.
And that's it. And we now have a guest commentator, Aiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, ladies, only he that can think of a nick like Noadic.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as Little Barry. Okay, so I see Bert and D2 running 20 laps already on those mediums. They must be getting pretty degraded by now. Little
On
Barry.
the mediums. Yeah. The medium is crazy.
Yeah, but they're already running 20. They're in 20 laps with those mediums, so they should be close to running on the wires already. How long does medium tires last
Well,
on this lap on this track?
I think you can definitely get about 24 laps out of them.
Yeah. Okay, it's more than I
Yeah.
thought.
Well, the thing is, it's a very short track.
It is, but there's
So
lots of corners and slow corners with high speed. I would think your tires would degrade a bit faster.
I think where your tires are really degrade is high speed corners.
Yeah, but
Where
there's
you
quite a few
gotta
on
when
this
you
one.
I mean not like I mean like Silverstone high speed, you know,
Mm,
where you're like flat and then like yanking the wheel from side to side. That really degrades tires.
mm-hmm.
Accelerating and brake, but you can definitely take care of a set of tires.
Yeah,
I guess I
D2
went
is
in
very
for
good at
12.
that, and you can see both D2 and Brut finally in the pits on 21 laps. Chooks
Oh.
taking pole position back. D2. Oh, both of them dropping to 5 and 6 from 1 and 2. And both switching to soft tires, so they're going for a sprint finish.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not too sure about their strategy, how they've worked it on this. But my mediums that I use for like almost 10 laps at like 10% wear or something.
Mm,
The hards that I use, sorry. That I use. So it's not wearing too bad.
yeah. Although number 1, 2, and 3, they're all running hard tires. Cooper is on
Yeah,
mediums in 4th position, and we've got D2 and Brut running softs 5, 6.
yeah. I think they probably started softs to get the jump and then went to hards. Because my only concern with D2 and Brood is that softs stretching softs is a lot harder
Yeah, but
than stretching
D2
and then
and D2
stretching a
and
set of
Brut
mediums.
started on mediums, and then
Yeah.
switched to the softs.
Yeah, they won't. The bonus is that on the softs they won't have to spend a lap or two trying to
Warm them
warm
up.
them up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're already in position 4, 5. Brut chasing D. Doctor Who getting a 3-second. Brut chasing D2, just not able to catch him. He's like 0.4 behind him. But D2 is slowly catching Jakes in 3rd position.
yeah. He will slowly creep up. I mean those softs. So
Yeah. It is
that's going to be
D2.
the bonus. They're going to be fast and they're warm already. Their softs are warm. They
Yeah.
don't have to like. So I think they're going to keep it a bit cool for now, conserve them a bit, and
Mhm.
then start sending it a bit later. Rather keep the tire life for the end and
Yep.
send it now and then run out of tire life.
Chuke's gone into the pits again. Brut putting up a new fastest time of 109.673. That's weird for Chooks to go into the pits again. Maybe he's decided to switch to the. Oh no, he switched to mediums. That's interesting.
I didn't. I mean, that was a pretty fast pit. I don't know if he had damage.
Maybe he did.
Did he
'Cause
possibly have
why?
damage?
Yeah, why would he? Why would he go into the pits if he's in 1st position and his tires will last all the way to the end?
I mean, to be fair, he's going to have a very fresh. I mean, he had the time,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to have a very fresh set of mediums.
Yeah,
And he's what
but he's
12
5
seconds off the
seconds.
lead.
Yeah,
12 seconds off the lead. They're going to have by the end of this race like an old set of hards, like a really old set of hards, and they may try to jump. I think Root and D2 have forced them to stick out those hards, so they can't like try hop to a set of softs.
Yep.
And
But Brut and
and do
D2
a
is slowly
sprint.
catching up to those two in the front
yeah,
because those are teammates and they keep on swapping. So they're chasing each other. And Brut and D2 slowly creeping up on them because They started on around 9 seconds. They're already down to under 7 seconds behind number 2.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think.
So,
I'm just trying to think what they're gonna. Ooh,
nah,
Brian just dropped. What happened there? I think
Jake's
Massa
off the
just.
track. It seems to have a disconnect. Oh, he's
Yeah,
back. He's back.
yeah, he dropped quite a bit there.
Because
I've-
his car was even ghosted.
Oh,
Maybe a quick disconnect. But that
yeah,
cost him a little time, which has now
about
brought
2
Brewitt within 3
seconds.
seconds of Jake's.
He was in the lead by like barely a second,
Yeah.
but it cost him a good part of 2.5 seconds.
Yep.
And he's out of DRS, so it would have cost him a lot more time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
now he's either going to have to try push and catch up to Brian, or maybe Brian does him a solid
Yeah.
and slows down a bit to get him back in the DRS.
And D2 is catching up to Brewitt again. Let's see.
I don't know what they do. I would think D2 and Brut may force them to switch to a set of softs.
It's too late for that. We're already on lap 26 of 36.
Yeah, they'd
They
have to
should
do it
have-
now.
They should have, if they want to stop for other tires, they should have done it around 2022, no later. Because otherwise you lose too much time around the short track.
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah, that's when they had the lead. They could have done it, and maybe they should have switched when they saw D2 and them just immediately switched with them. And at
Kazi's
least they
getting
would
a
be-
3 second. Yeah, so, well, you can see there, we're already sitting on down to 2.5 seconds now from Brut to Jake's.
Yep, and Brian's just pulling that lead away from Jake's.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be down to them having to defend.
Yep.
They're gonna have to defend extremely well.
Because both Brut and D2, both very aggressive, fast drivers. They can make it to 1 and 2.
Yeah, their only hope, in my mind, is going to be they're going to have to keep D and Pruitt behind for long enough that they wear out the softs.
Yep. Chuke's getting another 3
they've
seconds.
They've definitely got tire wear on their side. I mean, Pruitt and D2, they don't have a lot of tire wear to spare.
Yeah. Well, they only have 5 laps of soft tires.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But
by the end of the race,
by the end of the race, those are going to be very, very smooth tires.
especially if Brian and Jakes can get them are fighting with them and getting them to use up a lot of their tire wear. If they can force them to do that, then their times are going to start dropping off, and they're really going to be able to fight them then.
But from previous races, I remember correctly, Brewitt is very hard on his tires, but D2 is very good at conserving his tires.
Yes, I think it's possibly due to the keyboard versus wheel.
Is Brewitt still on keyboard?
Is he? I'm not too sure. I think he was, if I remember correctly. But also the driving side, Brewitt is ultimate pace.
Yeah.
Like he is, when he puts it down, he flies.
He does, but he's not very good at the straights. He goes around corners.
Yes,
You
no,
see,
no, that's
even passing. Sometimes he does it around the corners, not on straights.
yeah, no, 100%. That's where he gets a lot of his time.
Yep.
He's really good at getting the lines correct.
Ooh, we've got a safety car. Kazi is out.
Ooh,
Let's see if we're up
this is interesting.
to Joshua, if we can see his car.
What happened
See
there?
now this late in the
Yep,
race,
Ryan's
this makes it
gone in.
interesting because now
Yeah.
D2 and Brewitt are very close. Those gaps are being closed. D2 opting to stay in first position. The other 4 going into the pits.
I see. Brian and Jakes had to put 100% have
Yeah.
to put. I think as Chooks, you're in fifth position, you risk it, you know?
Yep.
You put on the soft so you can then fight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know with Brut about putting on the softs there.
Yep. All of
he's-
the top
but I
6
suppose-
are all on running on softs.
He,
And we
because
have
of the true,
Kazi joining us as a guest
Yeah.
commentator.
Yes,
because there are two Red Bulls. So because
Kazi, what happened?
I lost my car and it spun, and then I took out the diffuser in the front wing and the left wheel, and
Ooh.
yeah, I had a very loosey goosey.
Okay.
yeah, I was. My setup was also not favoring me.
What happened? D2 is disqualified.
Why is he just DQ'd?
I don't know. It just popped up. I didn't see a message.
Maybe he overtook the safety car.
I'm going to look now.
That's
He would have overtaken the safety car.
okay.
Ignoring yellow flag, disqualification.
Ah,
Okay.
but he was in the lead,
He was.
Yes, he was in the lead,
so he should have picked up the safety car. So that
and he did though.
okay.
I saw him behind
Might
the
be
safety car.
Might be like last week a desync issue where the safety car was bouncing between the cars.
Possible.
Let
We'll have to review it.
me rewind and see if maybe I don't see him. So there he is.
That puts Brian in first position.
Yep.
I'm checking
And
out
Brad
the
second.
stream now, and no, I see he picks up the safety car, goes behind the safety car. I watched him pick up the safety car, so he didn't fly past the safety car or anything like that. I don't know what's
That's weird.
Yep. So I don't know what happened, but I can see on your track map. Yeah, I see on the track map. The safety car goes from in front of D to jumps right behind him.
So
So
it's a
it's a
glitch.
desync issue.
Yeah, and it's through the slow
Hey.
corners, so he's not able to get the safety car to re-overtake him or anything, and he just gets kicked.
Okay,
disqualified.
I think some of one or two of the guys have left the lobby because I saw it was saying
Yeah, no, Black did
connection
leave.
error. Yeah,
Black
Okay.
did leave.
yeah. So there's
Um,
a PC communicating with online servers.
Yeah, I did see that a couple, and I think the problem is that it's going to affect the people. What I've noticed is it affects the people most who are not near like the server hubs. Like I don't get too. I mean, I'm in Joburg. I don't have like amazing internet. I have decent ping usually, but like I don't usually get affected too badly by the desync. But I noticed for some of the other guys like Dev who like lives in Rustenburg or in
Yeah.
other places, like the more far out places.
Well, my screen, I've still got everybody driving. But Kazi, you're
Yeah.
out, and we've got little Barry here. It crashed
Yeah, no,
out.
blacked
and
out.
Black's
D2.
out. And D2.
Okay, but there's a good three-way battle here between Blade, Brett, and Rastaman.
Yep.
And Chooks.
Well, and
He's
Chicks,
putting
all
it-
four, right
Yeah.
behind each other.
And Big Rhino. Big Rhino's going to be putting up there.
Yep.
To be honest, that is actually heartbreaking for Dev.
It
Because
is.
he had. I
He
mean,
is doing amazing.
He purposely stayed out with
Yep.
the used softs to get the track
There we go,
position.
he's on the inside, and he makes a move on Jakes.
Yep. There you
Ooh,
go.
nice.
Not bad for a guy on a controller.
Yep. Going around those corners
Yeah,
side
no,
by
no.
side.
Hmm?
Let's hop on board with Jakes as he's fighting in the back. Ah, there he goes again.
Yeah.
Takes it from
Yep.
Chooks.
Yep. But all it's doing is letting Rhino close up on them.
Mm-hmm. And we're
Yeah.
on caution at the moment.
And now Rhino's back. What happened? I think a Ferrari went off.
That could have been Doc.
Robbie Dog. Oh, and another DNF from Osman. He probably caused that caution.
I thought he was in the pits.
And we're in lap 32 of 36.
And Brooks taking over the lead.
The two teammates right behind each other, Brian and Jakes. Okay, I can hear somebody's car there. Just turn that on a bit.
Chooks is holding on, so it's creating a four-way train over here. So Brian has got a penalty. So that means if they finish the way they are now, he's going to drop behind them.
Yep. Oh, Jake's getting a fastest lap of 109.498. Yeah, because if you look at the penalties, there.
Oh, Chooks also got a 6 second. And Taser. Yo.
Yep, I think it's. I don't know if Brian intentionally let Jake's pass or if there was a little bit of a team play there. But
Yep.
definitely Jake's is the only person who can challenge Brood for the win right now.
Yeah. And Cooper will obviously go into third place of the other two guys. And Keith Cracker will take up fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I mean Taserface is six seconds off.
Yeah. So
I've got interval.
those
Yeah.
guys will stay the same. The only one that will switch is Taser will drop down to 6, and Cooper will come up to 5th position
Yeah.
if they stopped right now.
There you go. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong time.
But I think those top 2 are pretty safe. Duke's taking 3rd,
Yeah,
but
and-
he still has that 6 second. So he'll drop behind Brian now. And Taser will drop behind Cooper.
yeah. I think for ideally Brian needs to just keep Chooks busy.
Cooper getting a
And
3
just-
second penalty. So
Oh,
that change is gone. But Taser and Cooper will drop behind Keycracker. And Keycracker and Taser is now fighting.
So I think Cooper went overtaking or something.
Yeah. But Cooper,
Um,
Cooper will drop behind Keycracker at this moment.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, the 3 seconds does not sound like much. But on a race like this, it's huge. A 3 second in testing has dropped a guy 2-3 spots. If it's
Yeah.
a close race
No,
like this.
It's everything. I mean, especially I know at the end of these races, a lot of times I'm like in my head trying to calculate, like, oh, this guy's ahead of me. He's got a 3 second penalty,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have to be right there. Just come on, just keep within 3 seconds. Push, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be annoying because sometimes you get penalties out of the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
You don't know where they've come from.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look, Taser is going to drop. No, actually, everybody's got 3 seconds below him, so he's not going to drop too far.
Yeah.
I think Griever just picked up. Did Griever just pick up a penalty?
No, he picked up early on.
But at this moment now, Keycracker is 9 seconds behind. So those two won't drop.
He has just had a 3 second penalty.
There we go. So
There's
Cooper
only
can
a top
just find
two
him
that's
even,
clear.
but Cooper is on the soft, so he will have the advantage.
Jake
Whereas
is waiting
he's
out
got the
last lap.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's got to
Jake's
push
not
it
winning.
Sander.
I think Jake's is probably gonna wait. Oh no, there he's going for his move. I thought he'd
Okay.
wait until the last lap. No, just not able to pass. Let's see those guys very close. They just little touches.
Oh, yeah, that little touch, and it's
That secures. If Brut does a clean race, that secures. Oh,
Oh, what happened there?
He's got a
Somebody-
3 second penalty. Went over the line.
no, but there's somebody just slammed into the wall.
In the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, somebody just literally slammed
Chooks.
into the wall.
Yeah, Chicks went right into the wall.
A little desync there. Anyway, you can see them
Blue.
clean around the corners, side by side, leaving each other gaps for that. Chooks taking inside line. There we go.
Well, Bert's letting them go because he knows.
Yeah.
He knows. He's
There's no
safe.
point in. Yeah, he doesn't need to fight.
Yeah.
No.
Just let him through, let him do what he wants, and just
Yep.
cruise to the end. No need to risk it him missing his breaking point or you messing up
So it's
and
going to
getting
be
taken out.
Brut, Jakes, Brian.
Yep.
He, Taser, Cooper, Eva, Rhino, Doc, Joshua.
Mm-hmm. Go. And that's it for racing. Let's just wait for the last two to get their checkered flag. And we'll switch over, pull the guys over to this and have a quick chat to Brut, Jakes, and Brian.
And then who was our fastest lap? Jake's 109.4. 98.
We've got driver of the day.
Josh hasn't finished yet.
Hey, Josh hasn't finished yet, so we'll see now.
Rhino dropped from 5th right down to 9th.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I think he maybe lost it in one of the corners. I think something happened between him and there was a corner where Cooper picked up the penalty, and then Rhino dropped back. So I think something happened there.
Here we go. Jakes, driver of the day.
Nice.
Okay. Reviews, there you see your podium finishes. Brut, Jakes, Brian. Let's see. Let's go find those guys. We'll switch to video for you. Switching. Okay, and that's it. You guys are live. We've still got Ada around, Little Barry, and we've got Kazi, one of the main guys. Then we've got the three winners this evening. We've got Brut, Jakes, and Brian. So Brian, how was the race? Over. Oh, that's good. Always good to have fun. It seems like you and Jakes had a nice little fight the whole race, basically. You give him a chance and he just throws it in your face like that. Ash. And little Barry, Kazi, anything guys want to ask Brian? Uh-huh. Okay.
He's back, and I see Jake's also commented and said, "Brett, you know, bliksem." So yeah, it was
Sorry,
quite tough.
there's
Yeah,
some
but
issues with the sound up until now. Nobody could hear you guys. I'm sorry about that. Quickly had to fix that. Brian says he enjoyed the race. Sorry, Brian. They didn't hear your first speech.
You have to speech again.
Okay, you can say it again. You enjoyed the race and you tried to give Jakes the race and he threw it back in your face by spinning off.
Yeah.
Okay, then number 2, Jakes. How was the race for you?
I'm still speechless after that one.
Why? What's up?
One of the nicest races I've had in a while.
Mhm.
Yeah, the race was well. I planned to go medium hard, and yeah, towards the end when I saw Chooks and the rest of the guys all on soft, they were catching me quite quickly, and I was like, "Oh my hat! I hope there's a safety car." And eventually, the safety car came out. I was so thankful for that safety car, and yeah, me and Brewitt and Brian, we had a battle and a half till the end of the race.
Yeah, those are the,
yeah,
those
I
are the
got that-
interesting races.
Yeah, and I got that 3-second penalty on the last lap, but yeah, that was a race.
That's always, yeah, when you're pushing the most.
Jake,
Yeah, no, it was-
yeah, we thought you were gonna because we saw you diving underneath Britt to take him, and I thought okay, and then you backed off, and we thought okay, he's gonna wait a little bit later, and then next minute 3-second penalty, and we got that's out the window.
I initially didn't want to overtake Brewitt because I knew if I overtake him, he would have DRS on me down the next straight.
Mm.
So I tried to keep it behind him and sort of do an undercut on him, and that did not work. I just cut too much.
Well, some of them pan out and some don't.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, great racing, guys.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it was a nice, clean race.
Yeah, any strategy changes during the race?
No, I intended on starting on the medium and finishing on the hard. I was wondering if I'd be able to go medium hard, but my tires actually went off quite quickly. So I was actually quite aggressive on my tires.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, like I said, when I saw Brewitt and the rest of the guys on soft, I started sweating because they were catching me rapidly. And then, yeah, I was so thankful for that safety car that came out so that I could also switch over to the soft.
Okay.
If it wasn't for that safety car, I think they would have caught me and they would have disappeared.
Okay, so then, what of the day? Ricky.
Hello, Con.
Hello, Kazi. I'm in Con.
How was the race?
It was quite good. The first stint on the mediums was quite nice. I knew I wanted to extend my my run to lap 20 to box for the soft stint for the end.
Mhm.
And then when I saw the guys jumping into the pit at lap 11, lap 12, then I almost got scared. It's like, oh, am I maybe on the wrong strategy here? And then because I was stuck behind them for the whole first half of the race, behind Jakes and D2.
Mhm.
It was quite difficult to get past them in the early stages, and then the strategy actually worked out quite wonderful there at the end of the soft tires on the last stint. Because I
Yeah,
was quite
see,
catching the guys on the hards quite quick.
did you deliberately ease off a bit there to let them pass because you knew that they had penalties and they would drop behind you anyway?
I was scared of Jake's when he was did not have a 3 seconds, so I was trying to save as much battery as possible to just do not let to get overtaken on the last straight. And then when he got that 3 seconds penalty on the last lap, I knew it was in the bag. So I just slowed off and tried to do what he tried to do to me on that.
Yeah, little Barry and Kazi, anything you guys want to add or ask Ricky?
No, nothing much. I just want to say to the guys, sorry that we had to restart the lobby, guys. Basically, the reason being, I know certain of the guys are a little bit cross. The problem is Confucius couldn't actually stream to our viewers and stuff like that. So we had to make the call and restart the lobby so that he could actually, because he was in, out the whole time. So that's why we did restart the lobby. So to the viewers, we do apologize for the delay. Sorry, guys, that were racing, that we did restart, and some of the guys are a little bit unhappy. But obviously, it's all about sponsors and the viewers out there as well. You know, we've got to keep them happy as well, just as much as we've got to keep the drivers happy.
And we're still in testing phase, so it's all those kinks that we'll work through.
Yeah, it'll. We're going to have these little glitches, and we know 24 is a little bit glitchy at the moment. So. Yeah, it's just at the moment, and obviously, I think it's your first time that you're on your own without Clint tonight. So thank you very much for streaming. Clint did send his apologies yet again. He had some family responsibilities he had to look after. So, ladies, that's why Clint wasn't in tonight. So it's also a learning phase and curve for Confucius as well, just in case Clint is not around, that can also pick up and run with it.
Yeah, well, quickly sent this late afternoon. He sent me the details. We signed in, and it's been testing. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but well done, guys. We got 3 weeks left. 7th of August at 8 o'clock we kick off. Well, actually at 7 o'clock we kick off on the 7th of August because Clint is doing a whole build up like he did last year. So yeah, exciting times ahead. Hopefully, some more sponsors will be coming on board. I'm working on one biggie at the moment. I'm not going to say who, but I am working on one biggie. And if that comes through, guys, it'll push this league to the next level.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's great. Okay, so anything anybody else want to still add?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the drivers, how, especially the top guys, how they are feeling with warming up hard tires in the middle of the race. So I see the guys hop in softs, and D2 and Brute could just, they warmed them up for about half a lap, and then they were sending it, catching up to you guys there in the front. But then switching on to hards, I don't know if that is possibly the best idea, but then also starting on hards. You can't warm your tires up at all in the warm-up formation lap. So I don't know if a strategy using hards has won any of these test races. I don't know how you guys are feeling about them.
The warm-up phase on the hards is terrible. But once you got them up to temperature, then a very good race tire.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to add?
Brut, where are we going next week?
Oh, yes, Breaky. Breaky, next week, what's the race? What's the track?
I still have to go think about it. I don't know.
Come on, Breaky, you need to call it.
Oh, okay. Let's do a Baku.
Baku.
Street circle.
I knew it. I just knew it.
All I'm saying is, I don't want to say we should make a pact with a certain Monaco fanatic not winning a race and getting decide the next test track. But
Anything you decide, do you want a Baku or do you want a Monaco?
I wouldn't be sad if Creever didn't win a race. not having to do Monaco.
Monaco, like it was between Monaco and Baku now that I.
Okay, so
I
which
had a
one is
feeling
it?
We're gonna do Baku.
Baku. Okay, cool. Everybody here, next Wednesday, same place, same time, Baku. Okay, so everybody good?
Yep.
Okay, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. It's been great having you, and thanks to you guys that we're here. See you guys next Wednesday, same time, same place. Drive safe, leave the racing for the game.